of what it calls severe impacts, but the Passport Office is sticking to its regular advice, which is to allow 10 weeks for a passport application. It is, though, today urging people, do not book a holiday unless you know for sure that you have a valid passport. It is highly likely, by the way, that there will be more passport renewals being applied for this year, because you now need at least 3 months remaining on your passport to visit the EU.
Okay, Chris, thanks very much. The brother of TV presenter Philip Schofield has been found guilty of sexually abusing a teenage boy over a period of 3 years. Timothy Schofield was convicted of 11 sexual offences between 2016 and 2019. Philip Schofield, who gave evidence during the trial, has described the crimes as despicable and says he's disowning his brother. Well, Mark McQuillan has joined us in the studio. Mark, what else has Philip Schofield had to say?
Well, Philip Schofield has been quick to react to his brother's guilty verdict, saying his overwhelming concern is and has always been for the well-being of the victim and his family. The verdict was reached this afternoon. Timothy Schofield convicted of 11 sexual offences, including 2 of sexual activity with a child. It happened over a 3-year period up to 2019, and the victim alleged he was 13 when it all began. The well-known TV presenter Philip gave evidence during the trial via a written statement. In it, he said Timothy had phoned him in an agitated state and drove to London to see him in September 2021, and he then told Philip that he and the teenager had time together and that last year they had watched baord. Philip Schofield has had this to say about today's verdict. If any crime had ever been confessed to me by my brother, I would have acted immediately to protect the victim and their family. These are despicable crimes, and I welcome the guilty verdicts. As far as I'm concerned, I no longer have a brother. The victim told the jury he felt emotionally blackmailed by Timothy Schofield. He is being remanded in custody and will be sentenced on May the 19th.
Okay, Mark, thanks very much. There's plenty more to come on the ITV Evening News, including urgent calls to modernise a 70-year-old test for one of the country's most common infections, which affects millions of women a year. Clamping down on abuse towards grassroots referees, the FA launches the world's first body cam trial. And meet the astronauts on a mission to boldly go further into space than anyone has before. We'll be back with that and more after the break.
Did you know that Booking.com does flights too?
You mean you could find a huge selection of flights along with a huge selection of accommodation?
That's the new floor and everything.
You use filters on there? Yeah, but can I have my phone back?
No, just
Book flights, trips, and everything in between